Electronic, I would like to welcome you to today's masterclass. Today's guest is Kyra Chen, who is a product manager of system integration at Winstar. Today, she'll be leading this webinar, and she will talk about the company profile, some product overviews, and some general information about the latest products. Today, one lucky attendee will be drawn to receive a Winstar Smart Display demo kit, which is here. The drawing will take place after the webinar itself, and every attendee will have the chance to win it. So stay tuned for that. As we do always, please leave the questions towards the end of the presentation to not to interrupt our speaker. So feel free to write the questions into the chat, and they will be answered after the presentation ended. And yes, thank you, Kyra, for joining, and I'm handing over the word to you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so now let's start it. Hi, everyone. I'm Kyra from Winstar System Integration. And now I would like to introduce Winstar Smart Display product and customized solutions of Winstar. Hope you will enjoy and have some ideas with the content. And here's the agenda today. First, I will make a simple introduction of Winstar company and product overview. Then I will introduce Winstar Smart Display products with more details and the solution and customization Winstar can help for customer. In the end, I'd like to have a brief case sharing for your reference. Winstar Display Limited Company was founded in 1998 in Taiwan by Dr. Vincent Liao and has since grown to become one of the leading display manufacturers. Over the past 27 years, the company has transformed from a small producer of traditional LCD display into the global leader in PM-OLED technology. Our steady and sustainable growth is also evidenced by our entry into the stock market in Taiwan in December 2023. Winstar currently operates 3 manufacturing facilities across 2 countries, Taiwan and China, and today employs more than 1,200 people. Our products are distributed across 5 continents, reaching over 100 countries and serving a total of 30,000 customers. Looking at the revenue share by region, we can see that Europe accounts for 36%, Asia for 34%, North and South America for 19%, and domestic and other regions together account for 1% of total sales. Our standard product line includes over 12,000 part numbers. This is not including custom displays. And for 90% of them, customer can place orders with no MOQ. It features traditional STM display, TFT OLED displays, smart displays, embedded system, and we also offer cover lens touch panels separately. Looking at the sales distribution by industry, we see that the largest share of 40% is for industrial applications, followed by netcom, home application, entertainment, healthcare, transportation, and energy. Our Smart Display series offers integrated HMI solutions that combine a TFT or OLED display with built-in microcontrollers, touch interfaces, and preloaded UI elements, providing a complete out-of-the-box solution. A key feature of our Smart Display is the integration of STM32F series microcontroller, which supports software development tools from ST microelectronics, such as TouchGFX and Cube IDE. Additionally, these displays come with built-in flash memory and offer various interfaces options, including UART, RS-485, and CAN. Here's the comparison table of different system interfaces. The network type of UART is peer-to-peer, and there is no standard regulation for UART. And so the protocol can be user-defined, and the communication distance is the shortest. So the applications are mainly in short distance, like a coffee machine, vending machine, or other smart home machines. RS-485 is single master to multi-slaves. Winstar provides Modbus RTU protocol in standard model. The application is mainly in industry, like uninterruptible power supply, lift, elevator, medical device, or smart home monitor. CAN bus is multi-master, which means every device can send message to the network without permission. Also, the communication distance is the longest. So CAN is mainly for car system, but now more and more popular in many other applications like netcom or medical device. And this slide reviews the details of Smart Display PCBA. You may see the STM32F7 controller with 16 megabyte flash to store the images, software functions, and protocols. Also, we have designed in external SD-RAM for memory allocation, a transceiver for CAN or RS-485, the power management module, GPIO with analog to digital converter or SPI function, etc. For our Smart Display series, Winstar have developed a software app called GUI Builder. One of the key advantages of this software is its drag and drop functionality. The GUI Builder interface allows users to easily drag and drop widgets such as buttons, indicators, text field, and gauges onto the workspace to quickly create layouts. This makes the interface design process intuitive and user-friendly. Users can easily find and use the necessary tools and features without the need for coding knowledge. We will recommend you to order demo set if you want to use Winstar GUI Builder to design your UI layout. A demo set will include 2 cables, interface dongle, and connector on PCBA. And now I would like to have a demo video for your reference to teach you how to start with GUI Builder. Wait a moment. Okay. Okay. If you have installed a GUI Builder app on your PC, on your desktop, you can double-click this app and get started to design your project accordingly. After clicking, you will have the start page, and you can select the display size and resolution you want, and to key in the project name and choose the protocol you want. Here, I would like to use the CAN ID as a demo. And you can choose the orientation and a template you want, and to click create to start your design. Here you can see Winstar on your left-hand side. Winstar provide so many types of widget for your design reference. For example, a button, a gauge, slider, temperature, circle progress, and even a key pay and animated file. And here in this page, you can see you can add as more page as you want to edit your second or your third page. And in the device sheet, you can see the project information of your design. For example, we choose 7-inch and the resolution is 1025 by 600. Okay, and once you click the widget, you can click the modify icon here to adjust the configurations or to upload your own widget in this sheet. For example, you can change the center or the location and the degrees and to test the value of the gauge. And because the project you choose is CAN ID, so you have to input the message and the signals from your DBC file. And also here is the action list that you can have some interactions between widgets. For example, you can click a widget to change the page or to hide or to show the object you want. Okay, now I think also for the widget page, you can see it's the same like the design page. You can see there are so many widgets that we provide, like indicator, text, keypad, and so on. And if the protocol you choose is CAN ID, here will be a load DBC page for you to upload your own DBC file. And you can check the message and your signals of your DBC file here. Also in the firmware page, if you have a demo set and you want to update your firmware to the latest version, you can click Connect to Device to connect the Smart Display module and your PC, and click here to upload your own firmware. Okay, now let's try demonstration of the dashboard for your reference. Here you can click Modify and upload your own background. And let's try to design a new indicator by click the Modify icon. And you can upload your own indicators, images here. And don't forget to bind your message and signals from your DBC file. Also, you can click all of this widget and use the align function to align the position and the locations. And let's try the multi-state function. You can delete all of these images and upload your own images here. And click OK. Then your multi-state widget create complete. Also, you can try to add a circle progress and to upload your own progress. And you can change the position of the background, the circle, and even the center position, or the start and degree. Or even the radius you want. And you can test the value here to see the visual effect. Okay, now your progress create complete. Then let's try the number. Click modify and you can edit the color, the font, and the align position and the size of the number. Okay, now number create complete. And here is an animated widget. You can delete the default images and upload your own animated images here. Now it is complete now. And don't forget to bind your message and signal. And here, when you complete your project design, you can click this icon, which is simulator, to do the simulation real-time on your PC. And you can check the real value by drag and drop each widget. For example, the indicator and multiple state. Also, you can check your second page and third page here. And here, you can see a data log here which is similar to simulate the data and command be sent and received between the Smart Display module and the host. You can click the export icon to save this data log as a CSV file and to see how to send the command from your host to control the module. Okay. And if you have a demo set in your hand, you can connect to your PC by the dongle, the cables, and you can do the upload project icon to upload what you have designed, the project, into the Smart Display module. And then you click simulator, you can see the visual effect and the interactions on the Smart Display module directly. And here, this is the information icon to show you how many space left after you have designed this project in the external flash. Because we provide a 60 megabyte flash, so how many widgets and how many images you have designed, or the information is all shown here. Yeah, okay. I think that's all for my introduction of GUI Builder. So maybe let's go back to PowerPoint. Okay, there are some limitations. For example, our GUI Builder support Windows operating system only. And if you want to upload your own image, the PNG format is required. You can refer to the link to get started with unboxing Winstar Smart Display and GUI Builder video. And for the demo set of Smart Display, as you see in the image, we will provide cables to connect between the PC and the dongle. You can refer to the link to get started with unboxing Winstar Smart Display and GUI Builder video here. And for the demo set of Smart Display, as you see in the image, we will provide cable. Aside from GUI Builder, customers can also use ST software development tools plus ST-Link dongle to design the project by themselves. ST provides TouchGFX, Cube IDE, Cube MX, Cube Programmer for designers to build up their own projects by rich and professional technical support. And in this way, Winstar will support related files and documents like user menu, external loader file, IOC file, and sample code for customers' reference. For example, Smart Display can be used as a SLAF device or Node ID when used with GUI Builder. In addition, Winstar not only provides SLAF devices, but also standalone system products for the use of HMI, in addition to launching Smart Display multiple function boards. Winstar also provides panel PC, Raspberry Pi, Android system, and Arduino modules for customers to choose from. These products are equipped with different operating systems and interfaces. The processor performance can not only handle complex calculation and multitasking, but also support a variety of UI design applications such as LVGL, Qt, Embedded Wizard, Crank, and so on. And the applications can cover over vehicle, industry, energy, and even consumer market with each communication interface and protocol. And in this page shows the roadmap of our standard system integration products. In this hardware plus initial code page, customer can use ST software development tool to design the Smart Display module. And for the coming house, we will launch a UART optimization for 7-inch by Q3, 4.3-inch and 5-inch by Q4 with optimized spec to compete in the market. And for size expansion, by Q3, we will launch 2.4-inch UART module plus STM32G0 for cost-effective market. And by Q4, we will launch a 7-inch bar-type smart display with RS485 and UART interfaces. This page is for the roadmap of GUI Builder. For size and interface expansion, we will release 7-inch 800 by 480 UART with RTP and CTP version. And for GUI Builder and firmware function enhancement, by this Q3, we will modify the 7-inch 10 inches external flash into 32 MB to support more widgets and image design. Also, we will unlock the limitation of 64 widgets in one page, and a Japanese user interface will be added. Also, we will add the heartbeat setting in widgets. And by Q4, we will add input widgets so that the customer can easily design and adjust the required number value without host control. And this page, why do our customers consider us the best display solution provider and choose our products? The answer is very simple. And in addition to our standard solutions, we offer fully customized options based on each customer's specific project requirements. We begin by selecting the most suitable display panel type, like STN, OLED, or TFT, then provide various options, including different types of touch panel, like resistive or capacitive or hover, and the bonding solutions, such as air bonding or optical bonding. Cover glasses could be created in various sizes and shapes, with IK protection rating up to IK 10. And we can apply coatings such as anti-glare, anti-reflective, anti-fingerprint, antibacterial, anti-shatter, and even UV IR cut coatings. To enhance performance, we also offer upgraded backlights for improved brightness or extended lifetime. Additionally, we can customize bezels, frames, and essentially any other components needed to suit display design. In addition, we can create customized control boards for the display, as well as tailor the case, cover connectors, and cables to assemble a complete ready-to-use solutions. And in the following page, if required, the solution can be designed with IP protection or meet other safety requirements. Essentially, every single component you see on this page can be incorporated into the final solution. And for the next page, from technical view, I would like to share a few points why customer needs Winstar system integration and products. There are a few reasons. I think for the first, customer want to upgrade the display with higher resolution that the interface is not supported by host. For example, the host doesn't support RGB or MIPI interface, and Winstar helps to integrate the display interface and communicate with host via system interface like CAN, RS485, or UART. Second, they may need additional features that are not currently supported by host. For example, the original system is not equipped with a buzzer or NFC sensor, and these functions are realized without replacing the expensive host, but is achieved by the display module integrated microcontroller. Third, customer want to replace the current host with more functions due to the original host is too old and cheap. For example, the original system doesn't support the buzzer or an NFC sensor, and can be replaced into more powerful NPU, MCU, or other embedded platform with multiple system interfaces. The final one, they may need a display converter on interface due to distance or some limitations of host. For example, a customer may need a special requirement for USB or Ethernet display, or the requirement for RGB to SPI converter. And this page here is the main scope of Winstar system integration can help for the customer on the system solutions. You can see on the right-hand side is the host with customer's end product. On the left-hand side, Winstar display module can play as an output device according to the data sending from host by specific communication interface and protocol. For example, it can obviously output the display images, including the product status, video stream, or alert from host for real-time visualization. Also, it can output the buzzer and the vibrator or speaker. And when playing as an input device, Winstar display module can also respond events or data to host by specific interface and protocol. For example, it can respond the touch event to host when the display is touched by manipulation. Also, we can help customer design in the sensor, physical button, switch, gyro, passive infrared, or NFC readers into our module and responds the event and data of those components to host. And here I would like to introduce the business model of system integration. The information and process of the upper part should be handled by customer. And under part, Winstar can handle for customers. For our standard model, the hardware platform is fixed. Customer can design the GUI layout by GUI Builder with Winstar fixed protocols or ST software development tools to build up your own projects. In this case, no any extra tooling fee occurred. And for Model 1, if customer is capable of programming, Winstar can provide related software design tools such as ST tools, hardware configurations, and initial code for reference. Customer will do the GUI design, function feature building, and protocol programming by themselves. In this case, only hardware NRE is required. And please also be noted that the microcontroller can be specified by customers, which means not limited to ST solutions only. For Model 2, Winstar is in charge of the total design from hardware, firmware, even mechanism by customer's requirement. All hardware, mechanism, and firmware NRE will be charged. We can also open the source code with software NRE charged. And I recommend to clarify the business model customer required first before we provide a proposal and quotation. It can not only speed up the project scope process and also make each other well understand the project status. For example, you can ask customer about the system interface and protocol first, then discuss the business model they want to go. After these two issues are done, Winstar can have a better scope and propose the best option for customers. And here in this page, here are the cases for sharing that Winstar have served for customers on system solution. For the first one, Winstar can provide HMI solution for vehicle system. And we have extensive development experience in forklift, pallet truck, EV bus, and EV car. The system interface is CAN, and the protocol can be CAN Open, Custom CAN ID, UDS, J1939, or other specified protocol. In this case, we also help our customers on mechanism design. For example, a housing with IP65 waterproof, a cover glass with IK07, or keypad membranes for physical touch. We can also conduct the EMI pre-scan or EMC certification with NRE charged if needed. And regarding to the HMI solution for lift elevator equipment, we are experienced in the design of RS485 with Modbus. The host controls the door open-close and the operation of motor. The host will broadcast and polling. Then our smart HMI module will respond its status to host. In this case, the module can display the system status sending from host, like the status of door is open or closed, or related information of machine, like the current floor of the lift. Also, the module can respond its status to host, like which floor I'm in, or I'm idle or working. Although the module plays as a slave device, it can be stand-alone machine to work with the control of music, brightness, backlight, and fan. And these two cases, in our experience, we go business model 2, that Winstar help customer design the hardware, software function, and protocol, and even the mechanism by one-stop service. And for the next one, it's the EV charger. The HMI model for EV charger, we are experienced in Ethernet with Modbus TCP/IP protocol with our customer. It can be a standalone model to handle the charging and payment process. However, some of the application on EV charger, customer only need simple display function. Cost is most important than performance. No problem. We also provide a lower cost smart UART series. And for HMI solution of energy storage system or uninterruptible power supply, we are experienced in the design of RS485 with Modbus. And it is the same behavior like previous case of lift. And for these two cases, we go business model 1, that Winstar help customers design the hardware and mechanism and provide the initialization data to customer. And customer will did the function build up by their own. And nowadays, almost every device requires a display to show information. And there are thousands of applications where our products can be used. To give you a better idea and assist in further promotion, here are some examples of existing projects, like industrial control device dashboards, 3D printers, gas detectors, commercial ice machines, and power supply units. In home applications, our displays are found in vacuum cleaners, robot vacuum cleaners, various types of ovens, electric toothbrushes, smart door locks, coffee machines, and smart shoe machines. And in the transportation and automotive industries, our displays are found in car dashboards, digital information displays in buses, industrial machinery vehicles, elevators, aircraft ovens, and drone controllers. In recent years, applications such as EV charger stations, both outdoor and home chargers, have also become increasingly popular. Last but not least, our displays are used in green energy applications such as PV inverters, smart meters, and wind speed gauges, as well as in energy storage system and uninterruptible power supply system. As you can see, there are countless applications where our displays can be implemented. And at our facilities, we have all the necessary production equipment, including COG production, bonding, and SMT machines, all fully automated. As a global recognized company, we hold all the necessary ISO certifications, and our products are RoHS certified and REACH compliant. I would especially like to highlight that we are currently in the process of obtaining ISO 13485 certification, which is required for medical devices. And most reliability tests are conducted at our factories, except for EMC, IK impact, and IP tests. Well, this is my presentation for today. Thank you for your time. And does anyone has any questions so far?